The softball stadium's renovations have recently sped up, with the football team deciding to focus more money on NIL rather than stadium renovations. However, there have been some complications with the new stadium's orientation. The new stadium will be facing the opposite direction of where the old stadium did, but there will be full fan seating on both the first base side and third base side of the new stadium. Thanks, guys. The preseason Rebels were on display today in their basketball game, beating Illinois by a score of 91-74 in a dominant win. People who have registered can show up at various locations throughout Oxford with either a university ID or a proof of driver's license. You can catch the Rebels in action on February 18th at their first home game of the season. Expect an improved bullpen and overall better hitting for the Rebels. Mangrum and the pitching staff will make their 2025 debut in Arlington, Texas on February 14th, but you can catch them right here in Oxford on February 18th for their first game of the season.
Big changes are in store for Ole Miss baseball this season as they hire Joel Mangrum as their pitching coach to add more focus to the bullpen.
Well, he's a superstar in that field, a guy that not only did it in college, but has done it at the professional level.
Mangrum comes with an impressive resume, including 6 seasons with the Cleveland Guardians, whose AA team posted the second-best ERA and opposing team batting average during Mangrum's tenure. But that isn't the only thing that led to his hire.
You can call him at any time of the night, any time of the day, and he'll be there to answer and kind of give you whatever kind of advice that you're looking for.
Head coach Mike Bianco acted as the pitching coach for years, but he says it was time for a change.
So not only did we want to hire a superstar in that position because it's so important, but I think another benefit, hopefully, is it's going to enable me to be more involved in some other areas in the program.
After settling into his new job, Mangrum is making strides to build personalized plans and connections with the pitchers.
But the main theme is just building culture, building relationships, and getting on the same page.
Mangrum and the pitching staff will make their 2025 debut in Arlington, Texas on February 14th, but you can catch them right here in Oxford on February 18th for their first game of the season. From Swayze Field, I'm Griffin Ray, Newswatch, Ole Miss.
Oxford is a goldmine of small business because of its history and Ole Miss. With a town full of students constantly working and studying, coffee is a must. Co-owner and founder of Cafecitos Espresso, Pablo Corona, knew the potential of a business in Oxford, and he knew how to use social media to boost it.
And he saw, with all the data, what was bought the most, and that was coffee. So we figured we could do this ourselves, off campus, and cut our costs and buy a trailer.
With the help of his partner, Chad Collier, they got their business rolling and found immediate success.
The students found us on day one. Someone posted about us on Instagram, and that's just where it started. From there, they did stop coming. So the business model changed a little to adapt them, the students.
With Ole Miss freshman enrollment breaking a record for the 3rd year in a row, Pablo and Cafecitos have had an influx of daily customers come in, where the students love to be greeted by Pablo and Chad's smiling faces.
They're just the best. They're so kind and intentional, and not to mention they make the best coffee, but it's all about the people.
Pablo uses social media as a tool to gain popularity and interest in his business. He takes pictures of students or residents with their coffees, making it a goal for people to make it on the Instagram.
I have gained so many followers because of Instagram and all these new people. Now, every day, a good 10, 12 people follow me, and I see them at the window.
Despite the early mornings and busy days, Pablo says it's all worth it to see the customers happy as they enjoy his coffee. You can find Cafecitos Espresso from 6:30 to noon, Monday through Friday, across the street from Walk-Ons. I'm Griffin Ray, Newswatch, Ole Miss. Fall ball is in full swing for the Ole Miss baseball team as they look to improve from last year's 27-29 finish. With many veteran pitchers making a return, such as Connor Spencer, there is much to look forward to in the upcoming season.
We got a bunch of new guys and a lot of new talent, some really good hitters, really good arms, and I feel like, this is one of the most talented teams that I've ever been a part of.
It isn't just the players that see this team's potential, but also head baseball coach Mike Bianco, who led the team to their first ever national championship in 2021.
I think we're as old and we're as good on paper, here in the fall as we've been since maybe 2021, even before the national championship year. So I think everybody, in this office is super excited about, the kids on the field.
With the addition of new pitching coach Joel Mangrum, as well as many prominent pitchers staying with the team, the pitching staff will need to really step up to lead the way this season.
Knowing that there was some real talent here, obviously Hunter Elliott and Mason Nichols and guys like that, Riley Maddox, Connor Spencer, some guys that had been a part of the national championship team, some guys that had success.
While the path won't be easy, there's much to be encouraged by going into the 2025 baseball season. You can catch the Rebels in action on February 18th at their first home game of the season. Expect an improved bullpen and overall better hitting for the Rebels. From Swayze Field, I'm Griffin Ray, Newswatch, Ole Miss.